Hello everybody and welcome to an introduction to a very special game that I've been really waiting for. Very excited to show you guys this today. This is Blade and Soul, and it's a game that I have been waiting for actually a number of years now to come out. And I just stumbled across it today and actually found out that it is available now in Japan. And of course, you know, me being me, that means gonna go play it. So, I have logged in and gone through hoops of fire to try to get my account set up. I've been waiting for this game to come out since, like, I first heard about it, which is, like, back in 2012, I think? Maybe 2011? I don't know. It was back before Terra came out. So, really excited to see that this is out here, and so we're gonna go ahead. I've barely played this. That's gonna be one thing that's different from most of the other introduction videos I've done. I have not gone through and played the game a bunch first. We're gonna be going through this together. I've got one character here, Pio, and you can see she's all of level 3. I mean, I've played for a grand total of maybe half an hour, 20 minutes. I mean, I get barely through the first tutorial that just shows you the story stuff. So, not done much of this yet. Gonna be experiencing a lot of this right alongside you guys as we go. So, without further ado, not gonna go ahead and use Pio. You can see the huge amount of physics detail they put into the chests. And the water. The water kind of splashes around too. That's pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and make a new character, and we'll show you what that is like. Now this part I did actually go through, so I can at least kind of point some stuff out for you here. The lady in the back really likes to talk a lot through this. So basically you've got 4 different races here. And then, of the 4 different races, although the last race is basically human, but whatever, of these 4 different races, you've got different classes for each one of them. And the one thing I will have to say that I don't like about it is that you are kind of locked to your class selection by race. So anyway, here we go. First off, you've got, this is Jean, which I guess is just straight up humans. So, whatever. And you can choose to be the assassins. You can be a swordsman. Or you can be a, like, brawler, fist fighter. And of course you can be male or female. So, then you've got these guys who are kind of big giant people. Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about here because I have not looked up any real, like, background information or lore or stories on this. So, bear that in mind as we stumble through this with my terrible Japanese. So again, you got the fist fighter here, and then these guys have some sort of, like, berserker, brawler, big axe guys, and again, male or female. That is a really big weapon. Then you've got the really cute race, and if you're seeing a similarity here with Terra, then you would be right. These are your mages. You've got either the option to do just straight up mage, or you've got this, which as far as I can tell is some kind of summoner. You've got like a little pet cat person thing with you. And you've got male and female for this as well. So, and then last but not least, you have the Kun. They all have really short names. There's Jean, Gon, Rin, and Kun. These guys are basically elves. And I shouldn't say these guys because it's the only race in the game that's only female. So you don't have a guy option here. And these guys can be either swordsman or mage. So, we can make a character here. I'm not really sure what we should do for the character. I made a Pile character already, as you saw on the main menu, and she's a swordstress. Sword mistress, however you'd say it. So we can either go one of two different ways I'm thinking of. One is to go kind of like totally badass style, let's beat him up with a cool brawler guy. Or the other option is to let's go completely cutesy, and I'd kind of like to try a summoner as well. Yeah, lady, can we... Oh, it does shut her up. Good. I told you, she really likes to talk, so... let's see, we've got... What should we do here? I've got a dice in front of me. I could roll the dice and just see what I get. Maybe an even number, we'll go with the cutesy girl, and odd number, we'll go with the, like, macho guy. So here we go. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. What do we got? We've got an even number. Even number, even number. Even number was the cutesy one, huh? Alright, well, whatever. We'll go with the cutesy one. I know you can change the haircut, but I do think this is just kind of weird for me. She's got a butterfly head with those tails. That's cool. Lady, really, just shut up. Alright, so we'll go with this one, and yeah, we'll just hit this button here to continue. And, alright. Gotta love the physics. They flop around. These guys clearly don't have big, huge boobs that flop around, which is ridiculous. I have to... Actually, I'll go back here and just show you. This can get rather silly. So this is how you start with just a regular person. And you can see the graphics are top-notch. Like, they do look really good. And you can customize the hell out of things, as you're about to see. But the thing that gets me is... Flop, 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 flop. This is the most overly done boob physics I think I've seen in any game for a while. And I've seen a few that are kind of crazy. With the exception of maybe like Dead or Alive, yeah, anything. So, yeah, they're quite floppy. And the other thing that I don't like about this game is all of the women have ridiculously wide hips. This is actually like pretty moderate compared to like some of the other body shapes and stuff you can get. It's a bit ridiculous. Which one was the body? It was down here. I mean, like, you could drive a truck between some of the legs here. I mean, this is a bit odd. I don't know. Maybe you like that kind of thing. Not really my style. I don't like that look. So, yeah. So, art direction aside, we'll go back here and get our cutesy summoner girl going here. So, I like those ears. Those are great. The tail's kind of... I love it. Just flop, 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 flop. Just... It is, in itself, a weapon. So now we've got presets, and I can pretty much tell you right off the bat, this whole video is going to be character creation, because it's crazy. There's so much stuff you can do. But let's take a quick flip through some of these presets and just see some of the stuff that they've come up with. What? 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 Oh, and they even... Oh, man, they just wobble. That's like the mouse or the cat that somebody, like, stuck in the microwave or something. Did something that made it just way too frizzy and got out of control. And it's just... it's kind of cute, but really disturbing at the same time. Now you got the black fox that has the really... the sea urchin strapped to her butt. And she's stuck some in her ears, too. Just the combination of that face with those ears just makes her look like a total downer. Alright. The cat. Just, there's a lot of options here. These are too cute. It's actually a little bit disturbing how cute they are. But even these, they managed to get these really wide hips with the fat upper legs, and I don't get it. That's actually kind of cool looking. It kind of looks like you're wagging her tail. Alright, I'll stop playing with the models now. So let's see. First off, we go down here. We got to choose a face. And it's kind of hard to choose the face first. I'm actually going to skip that and go down to the hairstyle. And we'll get a hairstyle we like first. And maybe the... That's skin. Where's... there we go. Ears and stuff first. So... let's do hairstyle first, and then we'll get the ears. Flop, 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 flop. I'll stop. It's just so tempting. Okay, so there's long hair, we got braids, we've got the kind of short hair which clips through the ears. There's the buns, or Princess Leia do, kind of. There's the ribbon. The hairstyle's cute enough in its own right. Why do you need the ribbon? Can you get that without a ribbon? No. This one? No. Looks like no. You get that with a ribbon. I think I'd prefer it without the ribbon. Whatever. So, there you go, ribbon girl. There's the very, very straight cut bangs. Any one of these doesn't look particularly bad. Gotta say, actually, that compared to a lot of games I've played, especially recently, the hairstyles are pretty nice looking in this. I mean, you don't get some of the really psychotic stuff where they obviously just threw it in there to be different. I mean, these look like legitimate hairstyles for normal human beings. Or, cat, dog, fox people. There's the bed head. There's the crazy wreath tails. Cutesy girl bangs. The overly curly hair. You gotta give the physics a minute to get used to the new hairstyle, and then you can whip them around and they're lethal as any weapon. There's I like that the ears just sort of like hang out of that. What do you think of my fro? What you do is you get this, and then you get the where was the little frizzy, these ones. There's just so much frizz there, so much happening. I don't think you'd have to rub a balloon on her head to get static electricity. You could probably just touch the balloon to her head and you'd have static electricity. Okay. I should probably change those ears off, but that's kind of cool. Very normal, straight-laced, very curly. I can't take any of these seriously with those fluffy ball thingies. Rabbit ears. Fox ear. Okay, let's not do the afro first. I like the fox ears, but I should probably at least, pick up the pace here. No to the fro. She also noticeably looks at the camera when you're moving her around, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that, but I kind of like that. We could go with kind of the wild child. You know, I've got the done hair, but not quite fully done, which won't quite react to the physics properly, but it's all good. And then, of course, this is your hair color. Lots of shades here. Wait, what was that? I can't tell if that's supposed to be pink on white or white on pink. And wow, that's bright. Holy cow, just like glowy hair. There's blonde, and then there's yellow. This is yellow. This is blonde. Oh, good grief. I'm not even quite sure what to do for the hair color here. This may have been a terrible idea. I should have just, like, put this on and recorded it while I just ran it fast forward through. We're gonna go with white, because white is hard to go against with hair color. At least with, like, cutesy anime girls. Then again, pink is pretty hard to go against, but whatever. Do I want this white, or do I want this white? Ooh, this white's brighter. Bright, bright, bright white. Not quite so bright, bright white. That's good enough. Alright, so there we go. Now let's look at the ears and choose not those. Do we want the mouse? Apparently this is affecting the tail as well. What? I don't even know what animal that is. Okay. There is the cat. The ears turned down like that kind of make it look kind of depressed. She's got the Scottish fold look going on with the ears pointed down. There's whatever the heck that is. There's the rabbit, which has its butt exploded. Wow. Just look at that shake. This is apparently a squirrel, and that is huge. That is that the biggest tail in the game? That's got to be the biggest tail in the game. Maybe. That's quite a tail, too. That's actually pretty cool. Maybe with a slightly different hair color. Let's see. We've got the sea urchin fox thingy. Ooh, what is this? Kind of sort of tiger. And then I'm kind of between the tiger and the more traditional fox, or the purple fox. I guess the purple fox might be a bit overdone. That looks good with the white. I can always go back here and be like, orange! That's not very orange. Where's orange? There's no orange? There we go, close enough. How about that? I will be Tiger Girl. Alright, so we got that done. Now let's look at body shapes. That is Tiger Mouse. I love how, like, the preview shots here just show, like, not the full body. This is her bigger. Slightly smaller. Slightly smaller. Well, they actually have quite a range of sizes here. You can start here and then just sort of travel up. And there's kind of a medium size. That's a pretty good one right there. There's taller but really thin. There's short and really fat. Well, I mean, she wasn't really fat, but according to the fat standards of this game, she's a heifer. That's really small. Now this is good. I like this. Kind of a nice medium size. Now over here, on this side, we've got different environments that we can preview in. And these actually, when you're using the different camera views, aside from this first one that you start in, this is just like a straight-on camera view. If you're using these views on the sides, they actually, the first mouse button, or left mouse button, will move the camera around, and the right mouse button will move the model. If you're using this one, it's just the left mouse button. You can't actually move the camera at all. So you can see, graphically, the game is really, really great. I can actually still adjust the settings a little bit higher, but I don't want to do too much. And here we can adjust her pose. Which, as you can expect, they're all pretty cute. And here are some different outfits. Really? They had to put her in a bikini for that. I mean, I don't even... Whatever. Let's just... That one's kind of cool. But you're going to start with this. So, the other thing is, let's see. This is where you choose your voice. And... Let's see, I'll try this one. Sounds a bit more earthy. I'd get tired of that one real fast. No. Quarter! Okay, right, we're gonna go a little bit, I don't know. We'll stick to the first one, alright. It's cute, but I'm a little bit worried that, you know, it might be not quite feminine enough for a feminine character. I also just noticed her feet end in paws. Like, she's got human leg, you know, where it's all, like, appealing, and then right past the ankle it gets all to, cat feet, which is cool, I guess. It's kind of appropriate for a tiger girl. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next options here. This is... where things kind of get a little bit crazy, because there's so much in here you can change. So we're going to try to go through it a little bit quick, because I've already spent a lot of time just mucking around it. So here is your eyes, the iris shape. That's kind of scary, actually. So you've got some options here. Those are pretty standard anime-style eyes. Just, wow, that's... I might have nightmares after seeing that. The cat's eyes are kind of cool, but a little bit too much, I think, almost. But you can also come in here and change their color. Can I make them glow? Oh, wow, I kind of can. Those are cool. I like that. Alright, eyes done. We're good. Take a quick peek at some of the other colors, but barely see that. Right, back to this. Now, you can also change the color of the backdrop of the eyes, or the white of the eyes. So you can actually make that pitch black, in which case she looks kind of possessed. There we go. I'm good with that. Now we'll move on here. This is your eyebrows. Which are a bit hard to see. I look depressed like that. Or no eyebrows. I love that that's an option. No eyebrows. Looks terrible, but it's kind of funny that it's an option. Just saying. Hi. Yes, no, I'm not trying to look at you from a weird angle, lady. I am just trying to get a view of your eyebrows from under your bangs. Doing that, doing that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'm going to go with that. I like that. That's cool. Next up, we've got the color of eyebrows and facial hair, if we had facial hair, which we don't. So, you know, just kind of a dark brown kind of matches some of the other stuff. That's cool. We'll just... I think these are basically the same options as hair colors, so... Glowy? No. And moving right down the list here, this is the eyelashes. So you can kind of configure these. I love how they show up first as like little blobs and then kind of load properly. And they're all kind of overdone, but we'll go with that. And then here we have, like, makeup. And again, you can kind of overdo all this stuff. Spend ridiculous amounts of time on this, because not only do I have the option here of choosing the different styles of makeup, I get to do different mixing modes and blending modes with the colors even. So I can like make a mix of green and blue. I can do kind of a darker color, maybe a lighter shade. And I can adjust how bright it is. All of this stuff. It's crazy how much option I have. So I could do like a black and then a yellow around the eyes. Or a white. Whoa, okay, maybe not a white. Right. We'll just red, a darker color there, and we'll just make it really, really light. I don't really want a lot of makeup around the eyes. And then we've got the color of your rouge and how strong that is. We'll cut that back a little bit too. Oh, and I completely skipped over skin color. So we'll go back to that. This is your skin color. So, whoa, what happened there? Maybe I should go back to the normal camera view so we can see this. So we can be kind of a darker color, or a reddish color, or really, really pale, or kind of a, I don't know, how would you say, chocolate color, I guess? And something in here is cool. I'm gonna have a little bit of contrast. That's all. It's a bit too pale. There you go. That looks good. Right, so moving on, we've got the makeup color and stuff. Right. Next up, this is lip color. Not only can you adjust the lip color, you can also adjust how shiny it is. No joke. So just give her a little tint to the lips. That's cool. I'm not looking for a super makeup lady. Panda colors. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is like blemishes and markings and things like that. In case you didn't have enough blush on your cheeks with the makeup option. Some dots up there. Little freckles right around the nose. A mole on the nose. You know, all those little beauty marks that are cute. And, oh yeah, huge gaping scars too. Let's not forget about those. A little heart on the cheek. A little, I guess that's a flower. It's kind of hard to see some of this stuff. I kind of want to have like a little scar, but not like a big X or anything. Just one on the cheek. Kind of looks like that, but doesn't have the cross. But you know what? I'm being too picky, and whatever. We'll go with that because it looks kind of like whiskers, which works for the tiger-ish thing with the really floppy ears. Okay, so there's that. Now, all right, looks like we're done, right? No, we've got the sliders. This is where things start to get just kind of crazy ridiculous. We also could go back and change her face a bit more. Oops, those are presets. All the face options. I actually don't mind how she looks right now with that face, so we're going to stick with that. And I don't want to get into the sliders too much because there's so much here. This is where you get to tweak all the size and the shapes of every little bit, and it's kind of crazy. I think she looks pretty good how she is. Don't really want to try to change too much. So you can also add modifiers to make her look older. This is head size or width. Make that a little rounder. Chin, mouth. Oh, whoops, that's her eyes. Okay. There's a lot of kanji and things on this, so I can't really tell what all of them are. I know some of them, but not all of them, so I spent a lot of time in here before on my other character just kind of messing with these. In fact, I spent more time in this character creator than I have in the actual game. Alright, you know what? Good enough. I like it. We're cool. The one other thing I was trying to find was the butt slider to adjust the butt. Basically make her hips a little more narrow. But that's alright. I'm not going to stress out about it. She looks pretty good. So there we are. Now, we have to pick a name for her. More slider. Oh yeah, here's the slider options. And fatness and thinness and all that stuff. Somewhere in the middle is good. Right in the middle. There's this. Height. Oh, we can be really short if we want to. I love how the head doesn't actually change size to adjust to the body. It's just the same size. Alright. So as you can see, there's just a ton of stuff, and you can really, really trick out your character in here, just like you can with some of the other games that I've done introductions for, like ArcheAge and some of that stuff. You can really spend a lot of time in here tweaking your character just how you want. I do wish they had a little bit more in the way of voice options, but it's pretty good. And these are not actually different skin colors here. This is actually just lighting options. You can change the way that the light is shown on your character, which is pretty cool. So there she is, more or less. And we'll continue on here. And this is server selection, if I am correct in what I am thinking. So it's showing my other character, Pio, on there. We need to name this girl. Let's call her Tiger, spelled all fancy-like. And it's asking, do I want to create this character? Yes. But we're going to go ahead and stop this video right here because we've already kind of gone on way longer than I meant to. So, this is, again, Blade and Soul. I'm really excited to get going with this. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we will continue this in the next video. See you then.